Some travellers have described New Zealand as the world in one country. The North Island is renowned for its volcanic plateau and thermal springs, while the South Island is famous for its stunning mountain ranges and hiking trails. Every vista here offers a picture postcard outlook. The alpine scenery of the Queenstown region was perfect for the mysterious Elvin forests of Lothlorian, while the snow-covered mountains became the setting for the slopes of Amon Hen.
I really love New Zealand. In fact, I'm looking into kind of maybe try to get somewhere here and to spend some time.
Wow, they'll be selling a lot of holiday houses here, I think.
Yeah, it's an incredible place, you know. It did feel like coming home. And last night was just incredible. That crowd, it was unbelievable.
Yeah, they're really there behind you.
Yeah.
There's a real peace about coming here as well. I think that, you know, for all of us, we've been doing this kind of arduous press thing, this long tour, and for us to come here, there's this kind of calm associated with it. Not only that home feeling, which is amazing, but just a real peace about New Zealand. It's wonderful. It's very comforting.
Yeah, the people are pretty down to earth, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
It's refreshing.
But you know, last night they were celebrating the whole thing, but it wasn't done in any kind of overly glitzy way. It was just people out there loving the project and loving Pete and being excited about the movie, you know. And as Lige said, it was just a real centering experience to be here again, which feels like home to all of us.
It was like a Hobbit party.
It
There
was.
was no kind of,
It really was.
there was no cynical
egos,
undertone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Peter Jackson chose New Zealand for the location of Lord of the Rings, not only because he believed the talent was here, but because of this country's incredible diversity. You've got mountains, jungles, rugged coastlines, in fact, everything you'd need for all the settings of Lord of the Rings. And as the actors discovered for themselves, this is a great place for adventure. You can scream down the mountains on a luge, jet your way along the Dart River. New Zealand is the birthplace of the bungee jump, and no destination offers a jump more thrilling or terrifying than this one. New Zealand's sort of renowned as an adventure and holiday destination. I think you've discovered a lot of that, haven't you?
Oh, yes, absolutely. That was, I mean, I love the big outdoors, and that's what this country seems to be all about for the most part. And, you know, getting involved in bungee and skydiving and snowboarding and surfing, it's just been, it's been more fun than I can tell you.
Yeah, so is it great to be back in New Zealand?
Oh, it's like coming home, honestly. I'd kind of like to stay and spend a bit more time here. I'd love to spend Christmas here again. I was here for the New Year, the Millennium New Year in Gisborne. In fact, yeah, I saw the sunrise in Gisborne, which was amazing with my family and friends. I stayed for that first Christmas that we came out here. It was amazing.
One of the most popular pursuits here is snow skiing. The challenging slopes attract skiers from around the world. You'll find numerous ski lodges and plenty of competition to keep you in good form all the way downhill. The rugged mountain tops and thick snowfields became the ideal desolate landscape for the passage of the hobbits, elves, dwarves and men, led on a dangerous journey by the wizard Gandalf.
And you're going to fall to your right and roll. If you've got the ring hidden in your hand.
What do you think Tolkien would have thought of if he'd had a chance to see it himself?
I don't know. I mean, obviously that's a really interesting question. I hope he would have appreciated the integrity in which the films have been made, that we have tried very hard to capture the spirit of the books. But I'm also sure he would have been a little grumpy at some of the changes we had to make.
Yeah. And the fact maybe that he sold the film rights for such a small amount too.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although that's a little bit of mythology. There's
Yeah.
a story going around that he sold them for £10,000, but yeah, he actually sold them for $250,000 US dollars.
All right.
It was the truth in 1969. So
Well, that's not bad in
it
those
wasn't
days.
too bad in those days, no.
Yeah. But a lot of the people who took part, the actors and so on, they feel as if they've left their hearts here, and a lot of them are buying houses here.
Yeah.
New Zealand really touched them, obviously, as a
Yeah.
destination.
Yeah. Well, it does. I mean, I've travelled a lot around the world, and there's nowhere else I'd prefer to live. It's a great escape, really. Is that if there's things about the rest of the world that you're not that fond of, like the crowds, the noise, the pressure, the stress, the sort of an aggressive attitude, which I feel that in a lot of cities that I visit around the world. Then New Zealand doesn't have that. It's a place to be, to calm the jangled nerves.
Great. Well, I'm going to go and read my doorstopper now.
All right.
So,
Okay.
thanks for that. That was
Thank you.
terrific.
Thank you.
Travel back to the North Island, to the farming community of Matamata, and you'll see where the Hobbit Shire was brought to life on a private farm. Hundreds of extras, mostly residents who live in this region, were employed for the trilogy, and everyone you meet will have a Lord of the Rings tale to tell you. Tolkien's book was published in the 1950s, and it's taken half a century to reach the big screen. But most people in this tiny nation will agree that only a Kiwi director and the scenery of New Zealand could truly bring the fantasy world of Middle-earth to life. Now, Frodo and the Hobbit's journey is far from over, but ours has come to an end. So goodbye from Wellington, Middle-earth.